All right, so this is Emulation King. I go by a lot of aliases: Fatality 310, Retro Slam, Hacked Retro Gaming. So this is just me explaining the features of Mortal Kombat Nitro Championship Edition. So let's go. So that intro screen, I just decided just to go with the simple Midway Presents, as you all remember from the arcade original. So this ROM hack takes aspects from Snark's Championship Edition, but also MK Fink's Mortal Kombat Nitro. So it's just an amalgamation of his vision and me throwing in some trickery to make a few things happen. I'm not really a good ROM hack coder, especially for the SNES. I don't really know any ASM, so yeah, a lot of people always throw in a bunch of suggestions. It's easy to throw in the ideas, but coding them in the game is a different beast. So let's try this one. All right. So all the classic characters. If you highlight Liu Kang, I believe press select, press a button, you get Shang Tsung. If you highlight Johnny Cage, press select, highlight, you get Goro. And if you highlight over Sub-Zero, press select, press a button at the same time, you get Reptile. So I'm gonna go with Reptile, but before I do, I also want to mention that I'll get to that later. But Kano over here, I kind of fucked around with his color palette a little bit. Reasoning why is just for that heart fatality, I wanted to make it as red as possible. If I kept it like a cherry red, his sprite would look glitchy as fuck. The pointers are connected, so I decided to go with a darker burgundy that looks more aesthetic, so to say. So let's go with Reptile over here. All right. So yes, some people are complaining about the stiffness of gameplay. I did hard code a Game Genie code just to make it a little bit quicker on speed. As you can see on the roundhouse kicks, it's much quicker than it was before. When you do sweeps, they're also much quicker in frame rate. So let me just show you guys that real quick. Yes, I try to add a little bit more blood. Let's see. Played around with the color palette, added some organs on the floor, some blood. It's not a one-to-one recreation of the arcade fatalities. People need to understand that in order to do that, the game has to be rebuilt from the ground up, or if we're going to take the SNES base, we need to expand the ROM, add new sprites, add new graphics, new ASM commands. So I'm just working off whatever we have. So yes, no blood dripping on the floor. I'm trying to work on that. So let's see. Okay. Fuck. So yes, I tried to make the control tighter. However, I applied the easy moves patch. Shit fucked up the game badly. Really fucked up the game badly. Oh yeah, so now when you do Scorpion's or Sonya's fire breath fatalities, you get a bloody, meat severed skull, skeleton. So I wanted to keep that gore factor. I mean, it's just Mortal Kombat tradition right here. I always thought the original looked puny in comparison. Okay. So like I was saying, let's see. Fuck. There's a minor thing that I do want to hack, is the background color. If you all remember the original arcade, it is a navy blue background instead of the all black background. While this isn't arcade perfect, I want to retain the most arcade accurate features. Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna get it. Fuck. Okay. Fast forward it. So Raiden is now spelled with an I, not a Y. Again, something minor detail, but it's more akin to the arcade. So as I was saying before, I tried to add the easy moves. It fucked up everything. Yes, the moves were easier to perform, quicker, but it made the fatalities, it broke the fatalities, it broke the commands to the fatalities. So let's say Scorpion going from up, to perform his fatality, you would have to press block, down. It's fucking stupid. Alright, so now the pitch fatality right here. Bloody spikes, some people are not into it. I like the gory mess. Again, tradition, Mortal Kombat, blood, gore. It's simple trickery, but it gets the job done, makes it effective. Just changing the color palette of the pit stage, which in itself it's kind of a bitch too, because one value will make the rest of the stage look glitchy as hell. So I'm going to choose a different character now. I'll just fast forward and die. Okay, cool. No, I'll start from the beginning. Okay, let's see. Who else can I choose? Let me choose Kano. So let's try the heart rip fatality. Cool. So again, more burgundies, more reds in his color palette compared to the original one in the game. Edit his sprite a little bit just to keep it as close to the arcade, yet you'll see why when I do that heart rip. Yes, it's not a bright red, apple red heart that comes out. Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to slow the frames. You can see in the frames he's holding that red burgundy object ball. Again, that fist, I try to color it as red as possible. You see some drips, brought back the fatality. So that's the best I can do for now until I can code with ASM an actual heart the way it is in the actual Nitro prototype. So let's see. Okay, let's change the characters. Okay, cool, whatever. So again, I took some pages from MK Fink's liner notes that were showcased on his Twitter a while back, where he explains the new features that were supposed to be in the Nitro edition. You know, some were very ambitious. This whole different costume color change. Something like Johnny Cage wearing golden pants and Sub-Zero being white and black. I was thinking about doing another patch that actually had those Nitro alternative costumes. I was even thinking about within that costume patch, you know, turning this Sub-Zero Bihan into Noob Saibot. That patch might come. I might release that patch or work on that patch later on. Another thing that people complain about is they see what they think are graphical glitches. This was done by choice on my part. So let's see. Oh fuck. So I'm using the red color palette from Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, and I'm drawing blood sprites on top of their sprites to just create this illusion of more blood, just a fuller, you know, blood-soaked experience. You know, again, like I said, I don't know how to code the droplets of blood. I don't know how to code blood falling onto the floor. So I'm just using color palette trickery to just create the effects, the illusion of more gore. Again, like I said, if you want a true arcade experience brought to the SNES, this would have to be redone from the ground up. And anyways, that's why if you look at the other videos on my channel, I like to play different ports of Mortal Kombat. I wouldn't want the same arcade experience every single time. I think every port has something unique to offer, unique cheats, unique features, a unique soundtrack, you know, unique graphical changes because of limitations on the software, on the hardware. So, you know, I'm fine with creating a remix version of MK1 for the SNES. I'm okay with this. Okay, so let's see. I don't know. I personally have no issues with the controls. Again, I feel that they're a little bit tighter thanks to that Game Genie code that I did, hard code into the game. I'm able to pull off diagonals. Oh fuck! I'm able to pull up diagonals. Able to pull off the freezing move. I can't really do that on vanilla MK1. I have a hard time with that. So okay. Again, another character that I overlaid additional blood sprite work on is Liu Kang. So yeah, when you do a high kick, low, you'll see in the uppercut, the kicks. you'll see those 2 frames of blood coming out. Again, not arcade perfect, but in my opinion, they're welcome to me. Okay, so okay, so fuck you. I'm gonna fast forward it. So it's a shame. MK Fink has announced a few times that he's not really planning to release that prototype. I would like to study the code. Again, I'm not a good programmer, but it would be a welcomed addition, preservation to Mortal Kombat history. I saw the footage with Tab Mach 99, and yeah, so this is now Sub-Zero's fatality with additional blood. So I try to create that blood frostbitten look. Smashes, blood pours on the floor. Again, this was mentioned in MK Fink's liner notes. That was part of his vision as well for that fatality. So yeah, as I was saying, he's not really planning to release that. I don't know if it's something to do with the copyright, you know, with Ed Boon and Warner Brothers or Netflix or whatever the acquisition is nowadays. And you know, watching the Tab Mach 99 footage, it looked incomplete as shit. It looked buggy as hell. Yes, we had a full-on heart rip, you know, Kano's heart rip fatality intact. We had, you know, a new remix Johnny Cage fatality where he kicks him, the organs come out. Okay, that's cool. But if I'm not mistaken, I think it crashed by the mirror match. There was no pit fatality, pit bottom. You know, this whole concept of me adding the bloody mess, the bloody spikes, that was all my idea. So yeah, his prototype seems incomplete as shit. It seemed underwhelming, which is unfortunate, you know. Still, I would love the ROM to be preserved, and you know, I would like to try it. I heard the gameplay was smoother, quicker. There is a RAM code that I noticed that is similar to the Nitro prototype speed. However, I'm not able to find that bit of code within the ROM, so I can't hard code it. I can't really ingrain it in the game, which is unfortunate. It's a game changer. With that turbo code, RAM code, you can do juggles. The combos are much more fluid. So let's try Johnny Cage and let's try his fatality. Again, I wish I could have MK Fink's prototype. It would be nice to add all those organs that come out in Johnny Cage's fatality, as you all saw in the Nitro prototype. However, again, just trickery. If you choose a mirror, Johnny Cage, or Liu Kang, you do see more blood on the chest. Now with Scorpion Sub-Zero, try to add like an open wound As you can see, there is a little bit of blood on Johnny Cage's foot. That's the best I could do, you know. It's not, again, just even coating a spurt of blood would have been great, in my opinion, but oh well. So as of now, those are the current features of this ROM hack. It's been a lot of trial and error. I don't know. Let me know. Comment if you guys want to see that costume update. Let me know. You know, let me know. I think I might release that patch with the Nitro color palettes. So like I said, Johnny Cage would have the golden pants. I believe Kano was red and black. His outfit was red and black. Goro was all gray. Sub-Zero was white and blue. Scorpion was, I believe, white and red. Sonya was reddish, if I'm not mistaken. Luke Kane, I believe, had like red pants, I believe. And I believe Raiden and the artwork was all gray. So yeah, depending if you guys fuck with that, I might drop that update, that patch, so to say. Until then, you know, if someone can actually help me with coding ASM, that would be appreciated. But I push the limitations of my skill set and what I can do. So, you know, I hope you all enjoy the ROM. Yeah, it's sad. Within like the past 35 years, I want to say, you know, Snark's contributions and then mine's kind of elevated, but I feel like MK1 on the SNES, in terms of the ROM hacking community, gets no love. You know, MK2 has the one with the missing characters restored, so Noob, Jade, Smoke. MK3 has Noob Saibot restored, and Ultimate MK3 on the SNES has Mortal Kombat Ultimate MK3 Deluxe, which is an excellent ROM hack that you guys should check out. So until then, yeah, just let me know if you want to see any updates, if anyone can help. Again, just comment on the video and let's see if we can collaborate and work together. Until then, see you guys.